understood at that point what you couldn't do in Colombia as well. So the ability to go to university was very much reserved for those who could pay for it at that time. And I think I understood as that young when we came over that, okay, if we're here, I'm going to study, and I'm going to be studying, obviously as hard as possible and pushing myself as much as I can because I know the opportunity that I now have. But I was also entrusted, and this is, I won't say that it's a big South American thing, but it is maybe traditionally for Colombians. One thing that got passed down from grandparents through to parent and to myself is a big sort of push towards, it's not so much what you do, but just how well you do it. So, from their perspective, and a big thing in our family unit was, it doesn't matter if you want to be a baker, if you want to work at a hotel, if you work in finances, or if you want to be an engineer, it doesn't really matter. It only matters that you actually, when you do it well. So you do it to your best effort. And I carried that, obviously, as we moved over. And that sort of got solidified here in Australia because, in saying those particular things, so my dad used to work in software developing and has a couple of masters in maths and a couple of different things. But one of the things he did when we were in Sydney specifically, he worked 2 jobs, one as a baker in the morning and nighttime, and then as a hotel cleaner through the day, right? So obviously he was a professional who had to say, okay, I've got to be humbled. I've got to do this to actually just allow us to be living there. It was quite high rent in renting at the time anyways. And I think that as well reflected upon me to go, okay, you got to be humble at sometimes and realize just the opportunities that are available. And if you kind of let them go, you think back to, well, there's been a lot of sacrifice to let you to this place. And it's just the unavoidable suffering that I have to deal with now is just a drop in the ocean with what it could have been.